Hello everyone, welcome back to Excellence. Yup, it's me again. Besides that though, this video is gonna be a bit different from our usual social media rants because we thought that we could talk about recent drama that's been sparking up on Twitter. Of course, fucking Twitter. It involves this pretty small creator, don't know if you've heard about him, he's called Dream. Pretty irrelevant guy, I know, and another creator named Swan. This whole beef started on Reddit with Dream's comment that says, "This guy is bad news." A while back, right after I interviewed with him for a Minecraft documentary, he changed his profile picture and name on Discord to mine and started DMing people pretending to be me. He sent people the N-word and a lot of other stuff, as well as said sexual stuff while claiming that it was me, and giving his main Twitter to vouch, where he would then, from his main Twitter, vouch that it was me and say that we're amazing friends and link the documentary to prove it. So basically what he's talking about is that a year ago, shortly after Swan's collab with Dream, someone posing as him messaged a few people with the N-word as well as the developments of a Minecraft sex mod and other not safe for work things. They also messaged Harley, who informed Dream about it. The fake Dream account that was sending all this was directly linked by Swan. Dream messaged John about it on Twitter. John stated that a family friend had fucked around with his Discord while he left it signed in, and after him finding the Reddit post, he replied on Twitter, "Dream has made accusations about me on Reddit to try and smear my credibility, so I will respond here in detail to ensure that everything is perfectly clear. Back probably a year ago, I was visiting some family friends. One of the guys I was talking to was much younger than me and wanted to know about YouTube and what I did to make videos. Since I didn't have my PC with me, I logged into Discord on his laptop and showed him some things that I had screenshotted and sent other people. Before I left, I foolishly didn't log out of my account. He decided it would be a good idea to start trolling on my account with his friends and used an alt account as well as my account to have conversations with about 3 different people. One of these was Harley. He used an alt account, changed its name and profile picture to Dream and started saying some really strange stuff. It was like 12-year-old humor. I was told the N-word was said, but I have seen no evidence of that, but I did find convos about a Minecraft sex mod and other weird shit. As soon as I found out about it, I logged out of my Discord on all accounts and called up the parents of the guy who was involved. I spoke to him and explained to him how this stuff could have great impacts on other people, but he was young and didn't get it. But I did get him to change the account back and cease his conversations. As far as I know, he only messaged one person as Dream, that being Harley, since he was the only person that was engaging at the time. We got into contact with Harley for questions, but he was done with the situation, so we didn't really want to bother them any further. But from these tweets, John is giving his side of the story. Dream, finding these tweets, decides to respond to Swan. "I really am not sure why you brought this to Twitter in response to a post on a random subreddit and a comment with 20 likes, but I can assume it's just for attention. I'll reply anyway though because you're being unreasonable. I said in the Reddit post that you claimed it wasn't you. All this thread does is claim it wasn't you. My post implies that I didn't believe your story, and that's because I didn't." Dream responds on Twitter saying that John is a clout chaser and that he's doing it for attention. I will talk about the Twitter replies some more, but there's too many of them and the majority of them aren't all too relevant. After this meaningless Twitter fight, Dream took it upon himself to stream his response to the whole thing. Let's check out the main points brought up in this stream. At first, he brings up the prior conversation between Harley and fake Swan. Harley and Swan have known each other prior to this. Here he mentions LT Cobra, someone that Harley talks to, and not many would know this fact. So how does this random 12-year-old who's never heard of Harley know information like this? Also, looking at the last 2 messages, the grammar is surprisingly good for someone who's 12. Here he goes on to say that he's in a call with Dream at the moment and speaks highly of his relationship with him even though they haven't spoken since the documentary. Added to this is his use of yup. You can see Swan using yup on prior occasions. This isn't anything huge, but combined with the other evidence just kinda piles on with the situation at hand. Here he once again used a type of dialect that Swan used countless times in the past, that being exposed video. You might say that all these similarities come naturally since he is a family friend, but for someone to copy one's dialect this much means they have to be really close. Well, John says that he hasn't seen this family friend for a year now, which is surprising considering the fact that he literally copied his dialect, which could only be achieved with them hanging out a lot. This supposed 12-year-old also knows about code, duplicate YouTube content, and how it breaks YouTube TOS. Let me remind you, this is the same kid who was asking Swan questions about YouTube because he didn't know anything about it. The fake Dream account that was messaging Harley was changed to Nicholas Diorio after they messaged Harley. Nicholas Diorio is John's best friend. Why would this 12-year-old kid who made an alt account, had a talk with Swan and was told to stop, log back into the account and change the name to Nicholas Diorio? You might say that the kid made and ran both accounts except for one thing. This is a screenshot that the kid gave Harley where it shows that they're separate people, given that they're not both lighting up, which in the current theory means that Nicholas ran the Dream account and John Swan his main. That's all the evidence that was thrown out. Currently, because of the more evidence, Dream seems like the likely person who isn't lying. Though, in his Reddit comment, he did mention vouchers on John Swan's main Twitter, which was never confirmed. If John Swan makes a good response and disclaims everything, he can of course turn the tables. Overall, this is just another dumb Twitter drama that should have never happened. That's all I had to say for today. Join our Discord, link is in the description. Have a good one and peace.